Thank you for joining the Earth Angels Writing YouTube channel. If you would like to subscribe, go ahead and do that now. I will be delivering weekly spiritual messages based off the times we are now living in and covering trending news and trending topics. Today I want to talk about why Black people should not seek the American dream. Why Black people should not seek the American dream. So many of us has been taught that, graduate from high school, go to college, get a good job, buy a house or whatever, and live the American dream. Now, I'm not saying that all these things that I mentioned are not good things, are not things we should have, and are things that we shouldn't work towards. Yet that shouldn't be the forefront. That shouldn't be your guiding light. Because in the Bible, the Lord teaches us to seek the kingdom of heaven first. And when you don't do that, it's like you're working backwards. And I know this from my personal life because I did all of that. I went to high school. I graduated from high school. They told me to stay in school. I didn't want to go to college, but I went to college because everybody told me to go to college. I stayed so long in college, didn't have no money, didn't know what I wanted to major in because I didn't know what else to do. The only thing people told me was to go to college. So I finally got out of college, got a job and bought a house, still miserable, still not happy, still feeling empty, still feeling like something was missing in my life. When all along while I was doing this, I just thought once I got this, I'll be happy. Once I got this, once I get the car I want, once I get the clothes, once I get the house, once I have all this material things, I'll be happy. Now, a lot of younger people today, they're kind of breaking that cycle. They're kind of being more entrepreneurs, doing, more self-improvement and self-love and doing the things that they love. But if you grew up in the 90s or you are from the older school, the only thing they taught you was how to get in the system. And even though the young people today don't so much want to get in the system in the same way that we want to, they still look for that American dream, that fame, that success and that image that they think is going to make them happy. And I'm not saying that it's not. That it's not going to be real happiness. You need to seek the Lord first. You need to have the Lord guide you. And you will see that your life is going to be happier and it's going to be far more into place. It's not going to be that struggle all the time and that battle and you fighting against the grain. Not saying that it's going to be perfect and you're not going to have some setbacks and some mountains to climb, but you're going to have that comfort of knowing that the Lord is with you and that the Lord is backing you. So if He guides you to go to college, it's like you set on a new purpose. You know why you're going to college. It's part of a bigger plan. You see what I'm saying? If He guides you to start that business, you know why you're starting this business. You understand that it's working for a bigger plan. If He inspired you to buy that house or move to this city, you know. If He inspired you to get into that relationship, you know. So you need to start letting the Lord guide you. Because when you just start chasing the American dream, then you're letting America guide you. You're letting America's set of values guide you. And we just have to be honest. This country hasn't been really working or operating under the Lord, under the foundation that it was initially built upon. More than likely chasing the American dream and try to chase fame and fortune and success and money, it's going to lead you right at Satan's door. It's going to lead you right down the road of no return. It's going to lead you selling out your soul. And you don't have to be a celebrity, and you don't have to have a lot of money and a no bigger level to sell your soul. It's people selling their soul for a little or nothing out here. You could be selling your soul working at Rite Aid. If the Lord didn't guide you to be on that job and you on this job lying or kissing up to the boss or doing whatever you need to do just to keep this little job, you selling yourself out. You selling yourself short. You could have a high profile job. You could be a teacher. You can be a nurse. If you're not doing it and it's not happy and the Lord didn't guide you there, and you find yourself little by little doing things that are not of God, is not of righteousness. Maybe it's something at work that your boss directs you to do, but it's really not the right thing to do. But yet you do it because you like, well, I work for them, I have to do it. You don't have to do it. You can walk out the door. But if you do it, okay, I need my job, so I have to do this. Well, you're selling yourself out. So don't chase the American dream. And black people really shouldn't be doing this. And good white people too, which that's a whole nother story. You shouldn't be doing this either. Because when you see all these white people and this people with money and people with expensive cars and everything and houses and stuff you want, you don't know the cost that come with that. You don't know the price that they paying. You don't know that they could be working on a job that they hate and be miserable just to keep up that money, just to keep up that image. You look at these celebrities. You don't know what they going through behind closed doors. You don't know all the stuff they have to deal with just to be at the spot that they're in. You don't know that, and they're not going to be honest enough to tell you. They're not going to be honest enough to speak on it because they still chasing that American dream, so to speak. They still chasing that fame and that fortune and that success and that image that Satan promises and tempts everybody with. And it turns out to be nothing. You turn out to be going down a road where you have all these things, you have all these fake and phony people around you. You have this image, but you don't have the reality of happy life. So you end up just living to serve an image. And you can do this on a celebrity level. You can do this on a upper middle class level, a middle class level, or you can do it at the poverty level. It's so many different ways. So the Lord really wants black people to just seek him first. Let the Lord guide you, because it's a dark night. It's a dark, stormy night. You can't see all the moving pieces. He has the better view. The Lord has the better view. He sees all. He knows the works of your enemy and the plans they have against you. And I even have to teach myself to be more aware of this, because sometimes the Lord will guide me to do something, yet I don't immediately see why I should do it. My mind and maybe telling me, no, do it this way. Then I do it that way, it don't even work out. I have to end up doing it the way the Lord called for me to do it, because he sees something that I don't see. So when you seek him first and you build a relationship with him first, then everything else will be added. I see so many, it's around this season of everybody graduating. And I see so many black women and so many black men, putting on the caps and gowns and just happy and proud. And I'm happy for them too. And graduating college and they're going off with their life. I just hope that they are taking the Lord with them. I hope that their parents not only instilled in them the importance of education, yet the one and only thing, the importance of building a real relationship and a connection with the Father. Because I know that all those beautiful faces, if they don't have that, and they just think they just working toward the American dream, I know it's so many of those faces in the end may not make it, are going to fall by the wayside, because things are coming at you from all angles. You can graduate and don't even have a job waiting for you. Some of them have so many student loans that they got to pay off. So they already graduating with burdens, as I did. So even though you're proud and you're happy and you're taking the picture, I just kind of feel like we sending them off, but they don't have no covering. And that's what kind of inspired this message. I'm hoping and I'm praying that all those beautiful grads, especially black people, because sometimes we want to serve the Lord on Sunday and say we are Christian, yet we don't really have no connection with the Lord. Look at the state of the black community today. If we always connected with the Lord and living our life purpose and doing what the Lord guided us to do, honey, we'd be running everything by tomorrow, by the end of the week. So many of them are chasing that American dream, and I just say be careful. And I'm using the American dream, we using that as idealistic, whatever that means to you. Yet if it's not rooted in the Lord, it's rooted in this American dream and this American system. And it's more than likely taking you down the path of Satan, because you don't know what people at the top have done to get there. And they're not going to tell you because they out of fear of discouraging you from getting there. They want everybody to be working towards fame, working towards success, working toward the American dream, working toward this. And you look up and all you did was work and you died. Never really living, never really being happy, never really living your life purpose, never really living life to the fullest. And that's what it's really about. That's what life is really about. Living your life to the fullest and being there as a beacon of light for others and inspiring others. So as people graduate, as you start trying to plan the purpose and the future for your life, you need to have the Lord with you. You need to take God with you. Let the Lord guide you. He needs to be all involved. Don't listen to all these other people that chasing the American dream. Who telling you, well, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, your counsel, this is what you need to do. Listen to the Lord. So seek the Lord first. Thank you for tuning in.